Okay, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 5 spoilers are finally here and it was good. So let's get right into it. First up, we get another Sasuke cover with the title Target with some side text. Even Doubtum himself, he believes, is after the big change of what happens between Boruto and Sasuke. So yeah, that was really confusing. I don't know the order in which it's supposed to be but I'm guessing it has something to do with Omnipotent. We get to see a young version of Boruto training with Sensei Sasuke with some long hair, which honestly really suits him. I really wish he kept it, but it is what it is. Sasuke and Boruto were talking about the Uchiha style, and to be honest, I don't even know what the Uchiha style is. Maybe it's the clothing style, maybe it's the fighting style. When Boruto jokingly said, "Don't you think I'm already mastering it?" and Sasuke replies, "For the past year, he was able to teach him his style and some of his techniques, but don't misunderstand your progress, for training is over. You're talented and you learn things really quickly. In general, you're a genius." So I know Boruto was dying inside, yes! One of that thingy, but you know what I'm talking about, yeah. Overjoyed that he got a compliment from someone he admired, but yeah. As they start moving around, Sasuke and Boruto started to talk when Sasuke mentioned a guy who corrected him when he was in the wrong path, which I know he's talking about Naruto, and says that Boruto has eyes like him, but that doesn't really matter right now. The only reason why he's training Boruto right now is because Sarada told him, and that something is happening and that his gut feeling is also telling him that something is wrong. So this might be referring to the cover when he's even doubting himself after a big change. So yeah, it makes sense now. Okay. Now out of nowhere, Codes appears and he gets his scar from Sasuke. Sasuke tells Boruto to run, but he says he can't leave his master behind. Sasuke is now facing off against Code when he tells Boruto to run. There's no way we can win against Code right now. Now survive and master every aspect I taught you, and there will be no one to stand against you, and I'll leave Sarada to you. After reading this a few times, I get this sad feeling for some reason because my imagination is using Sasuke's VA, and I just imagine something sad, like some sad OST. Is it just me, or does this happen to you guys as well? But moving on. This battle could have been going on for a while, maybe Ikimoto was just lazy. I'm gonna be honest, this was really a good arc from Ikimoto this time, since I'm not going to hate on Ikimoto. Maybe the anime is going to fill it in, which is going to be much better. I wonder why Code and Boruto aren't using their karma, but we're going to wait for the anime to fill in this. Hopefully they don't mess it up. And this panel was absolutely beautiful. Ikimoto did an amazing job. I just said this, but I'm going to say it twice because Ikimoto deserves all the credit here. This panel with Sasuke, I'm guessing Chidori on his sword. I can't remember the name of that technique, but bro, it was so clean. The lower camera angle, absolutely amazing. That was all the fighting panels we get to see. Then we see Boruto approaching the tree where Sasuke was captured and left to die. And to be honest, he killed 10 claw rhymes, which I don't know the strength level. Maybe they had the Renegan, maybe not, but who knows, we'll have to wait and see. Now we see a different Boruto from the first panel. Boruto is now cold, ready to avenge his master. We all expected this, but boy, it hits different when this childish boy gets serious and cold. Plus my boy got a taper fade, which I stole that from Dynasty comments, but we also have another scene which reveals who the female Shinju was, and it's Moegi, who got captured by the Clog Rhyme. It seems that she was helping some villagers and she got caught off guard, and the Moegi Shinju official name is Masuri, who wants to eat Konohamaru. Okay, listen, my boy Konohamaru has been taking a lot of L's on the battlefield, but he has some of the baddest, most thickest bodies after him. Hate him or love him, Konohamaru is the Riz Hokage. It is what it is. Konohamaru is going to take your girl by just being there. Okay, now moving on. Now, Masuri questions Alfredo. His name isn't actually Alfredo, the fans just gave him that, and honestly it suits him. She questions him about what he meant when he said they all share the same consciousness, and reaffirms that they're all a single existence coming from the Shinju, but in a unique way, with each of them have their own consciousness, and they still plan to feed Boruto and Kawaki to their Ten-Tail. Their end goal won't change. But he also is considering to eat Naruto Uzumaki. Bro, once he said that, Kawaki's just gonna kill him. Legit one-shot him. And also, who do you think Alfredo is? Is it Jigen? Because I saw some people saying Gar, which would honestly be funny. Gar got captured. But okay, let's move on. The scene switches to Ida, who is now aware of the plan, but back at the Shinju hideout, Matsuri questions Alfredo why he wants to eat Naruto since he isn't an Otsutsuki. Alfredo restates that each of them are part of the divine tree, which has an instinct which they have an instinct within them, and this indicates who their target is. So it's just like natural instincts, they don't question it, they just go along with it. It's like a puppy dog when they're born just to start crying for no reason. The scene switches to Shinju Sasuke, who calls Alfredo by his name, Jura. Like, honestly, Jura is such a badass name, like what the hell? Let's assume that's Jigen and say it in Jigen's voice, Jura. Oh shit, that's like menacing. Like, I need him to be Jigen. I need to hear Jigen's VA again. That man is talented. Okay, he starts to question their lives, but Jura instantly shuts down. Like, he said, okay, but don't worry about that. He says we have a new identity and we now know the name of Shinju Sasuke, Hidari. And I saw the tweet saying that Hidari means left hand, which Sasuke doesn't even have. But yeah, that's funny from Ishimoto. Okay, back to Ida, who is still monitoring them. He finds out that she's the target of Shinju Bug, and my boy Damon is now scared. His sister is scared. Now he's scared of seeing his sister scared. But don't worry, my boy Damon is gonna beat the hell out of Bug. So yeah, from this panel it looks like Shinju Bug can see her, but we don't have any like confirmations yet. But imagine if that they can see her spying on them. Like, bro, that was just like, I got you. Like, I know you're there. Hidari says his target is Sarada, and boy, I'm saying boy a lot in this video. That will be one of the most heartbreaking and hype moments. Like, imagine growing up a better version of your dad. Yo! And imagine he like has a voice and everything. That would be so sick. I doubt he would though, but thanks Kishimoto. We finally get to see the man Amado, and he's talking to Sumire about Akibe's data, and Amato himself realized that he's sure that he designed the Kawaki, but his memory is telling him something else. And I'ma say this, I think he knows that he's affected, but he doesn't want to say it out loud. And also I feel that Shikamaru knows that something isn't right, because Shikamaru's a genius. Like, he can put 2 and 2 together and figure it out. Like, he's smart, he's a genius, and I think he's playing along with it like with everyone else because he's afraid of the repercussions. But I'm not going to get into that right now. Sumire and Sarada are talking about believing that Amado was under omnipotence like everyone else, but they're still skeptical, like, which I agree with. Like, he secretly implanted karma into Kawaki and used Kashin Koji as like a toy, right, to bring out Ishiki. Now for the last few panels, Boruto shows up to the village and he looks so good. And third time's a charm, Ikimoto did an amazing job in this chapter. So yeah, now Sarada sees Boruto and gives him a hug, and the shippers went crazy. Like, they actually went crazy. Personally, I don't really care about shipping because I'm like big, just like 20, but yeah, it doesn't really matter to me. And if you know Jackson, like, he's legit fuming right now. He started posting, oh, he's hugging his brother thingy, right? Because in the Funato arc in the anime, he called him bro or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but Boruto is saying either to himself or to Sarada, my master trusts me. He used his life to save me, and also for you, Sarada. And yeah, that's it. Like, that's a chapter. I'm gonna be honest, it's a 11 out of 10 chapter. Another banger for Boruto Timeskip, 2 Blue Vortex. I don't have anything else to say about this chapter. It was a really good chapter. And yeah, tell me your thoughts below. And the sad thing is that we'll have to wait till 2024 to get the next chapter. And yeah, that being said, it's your boy GOB, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, buy the GOB Dimension merch, like, link in the description. Peace.